Hi, I'm Emperor Wang, coming at you from Studio 304. Long time no see. How have you guys been? Hopefully good. I've been pretty good. A lot of stuff going on here, a lot of stuff going on in the world, a lot of negativity and divisiveness out there. So I wanted to talk about something that would bring us together, something that we could all agree on. Something that would unite us in shared opinion as a community. I'm talking about the Donald Trump silver coin proposed by the Treasury Department. Now, listen, I don't like the guy, but that's not why I don't like this coin. I feel like Jerry Seinfeld in that episode where his dentist, who is also a stand up comedian, converts to Judaism, and Jerry suspects he's doing it for nefarious purpose. And Jerry tells this guy, "My dentist is converting to Judaism, and I think he's just doing it for the stand up material." And the guy says, "And this offends you as a Jewish person?" And Jerry says, "No, it offends me as a comedian." That's me. It doesn't bother me as a Trump hater, it bothers me as a coin collector. Now, is it even legal? Now, the thrust of my argument today isn't going to be about the legality of the coin, but is it legal? Well, a lot of you are familiar with an 1866 law that prohibits the depictions of a living person on currency. But there have been exceptions. Yes, I know there have been exceptions. Well, how many of those exceptions were sitting US presidents? I don't care about the others. Well, according to this Newsweek article, there has never been a sitting president on US currency. Well, they are wrong. There has been exactly one. There has been one sitting president, four, that has been on a coin. Who was it? Well, it was the most famous president of all time. Of course, I'm talking about Calvin Coolidge. He was on a 1926 Sesquicentennial commemorative $50. And as luck would have it, I found one in my couch today. So we're going to take a look at this historic coin and compare it to the proposed Trump coin and see if the new one is anything similar to this or if it is a one of a kind abomination that should never see the light of day. You will never guess my conclusion. Let's check it out. So here we have it, 1926, 150 years of America. They were going to have a fair in Philadelphia. And in order to raise funds, Congress authorized these coins. So there was this one with Coolidge and Washington, and then an accompanying quarter eagle, which I plan to get up one day. Struck in ultra low relief. One thing this coin is known for is its poor quality of strike. But there you see the sitting president at the time, Calvin Coolidge, depicted behind George Washington. Now, the engraving was by the chief engraver at the time, John Sinek. And I've read a little about this coin, and I've never read anything to indicate that this was anyone other than his idea. I have never read anything to indicate that it was Coolidge's idea. And it was authorized by a special act of Congress. So you can see how Coolidge is partially visible behind George Washington in clear deference to our first president. And the theme of this engraving seems to be like we started with this guy and now we're to this guy. It doesn't seem to give Coolidge any more gravitas than that. And on the reverse is the Liberty Bell, reminding me of the Franklin half dollars. And again, it's poor strike. Most of these were very poor strike, so the details are hard to see. They're hard to see for me in person. Still hard on camera. So this is in stark relief in both intent and execution to what the proposed Trump coin is, which is Trump on both sides. I see no homage to the United States or its history in the proposed coin. I see a whole lot of homage to the man himself, and it does not carry the same spirit that this coin carries. And the Trump on both sides thing, so on brand that I feel like it came from him himself. Like the Treasury Department asked him, Mr. President, what would you like on the other side of your coin? Lady Liberty, perhaps?
Lady Liberty, not hot. And she is way too old. Let's just say she's not getting grabbed anytime soon.
How about the Liberty Bell?
No bells. Reminds me of Tinker Bell. She was a fairy, and that is totally gay.
Well, then, what would you like?
More Trump. Heads, Trump. Tails, Trump. Flip a coin, Trump wins. You will get so tired of winning.
I'm pretty sure that's actual footage. But this one is a beaut. I'm sort of debating on whether sending it off. Let me know in the comments if you think I should just keep this one in its flip or if I should send it off for grade. But on a serious note, legality aside, there is intent and tradition. And putting living presidents on coinage, period, even in this instance, should be avoided at all costs. Because who puts themselves on coins while they're alive? Kings, queens, authoritarians. That was our whole thing, right? We wanted to get away from a king. Okay. King Charles puts himself on coins. Elizabeth put herself on coins. American presidents do not, because we don't have kings. So that's why my objection to this is more one of tradition rather than legality. Legally, I'm sure they will get the Trump coin pushed through. But from a traditional standpoint, I object to it. Well, feel free to let me have it in the comments. Feel free to be an asshole if you want to, but try to watch the profanity, because if you use profanity in the comments, one, YouTube will auto censor them, and it also drives traffic away from my channel. So yes, I don't mind if you let me have it in the comments. Just try to watch the 4-letter words. Anyway, I'm going to try my best to have a very special Halloween episode on the channel before the end of the month. And until then, take care. Cheerio.